Blockchain is becoming a very robust field of commerce. And a common process in blockchain is a smart contract, where a couple of parties think that they will do business with each other, and when certain conditions happen, then some kind of a reaction is going to happen that has some kind of a financial or business result. So an example of a smart contract might be that a node operator in the Ethereum ecosystem would have the right to take stake in some tokens that are owned by another party. So the other party says, I'm going to stake my tokens with you, and you can use them for staking purposes, and that will help to fuel the blockchain under the Ethereum ecosystem. And a challenge is that these smart contracts can be thrown together really quickly. And the smart contract might be that the node operator is going to use the stake tokens and is then going to provide some kind of a reward to the owner of the tokens. And that's the way it's supposed to work in theory. But just because there's theory doesn't mean that the actual transactions will play out those ways. There can be flaws in the smart contract software. So an example of a lawsuit related to a smart contract flaw is McKinney versus OpenSea. OpenSea is a large platform for trading non-fungible tokens. And so an owner, McKinney, of a non-fungible token thought that his non-fungible token was set up on the platform to be sold under his direction. However, there was a flaw in the smart contract software. A hacker was able to take advantage of that flaw and able to cause the non-fungible token to be sold to the hacker and his buddies for a really low price. And then immediately the hacker and buddies were able to sell the non-fungible token for a very high price. And therefore, McKinney, the original owner of the non-fungible token, sued OpenSea for the flaw in its smart contract software. So, from the point of view of parties like token holders in the Ethereum system, they should be cautious about the legal relationship they have with other parties like node operators. So I own a token at a blockchain like LivePeer, and I want to be able to get rewards on this token. And a node operator under LivePeer might advertise, I will take stake in your staked token, and I'll give you certain rewards for you doing that. And the token holder would be happy with that and say, fine, I want to do that and I want to get those rewards. However, there could be tricks, there could be flaws in the software. So from the point of view of the token holder is wise to have some legal foundation in this relationship. So the token holder might say through an email, for example, to the node operator, these are the terms under which I am staking my tokens with you. Number one term is that you will take stake in the tokens consistent with the customs in the Ethereum ecosystem. Number two, you will give me the rewards that you have promised me in your publications around the staking process, and you'll give those rewards to me through a known process. In other words, there's a contract being formed here, and if the node operator doesn't perform, then the node operator is opening itself up to liability through a lawsuit. Another term that might be in smart contract term might be a statement from the node, a token owner that says, if I have to sue you to enforce the terms of this smart contract, then you'll pay my attorney's fees if I win. Okay, so in effect, as a lawyer, I look at these smart contracts, I look at these relationships where things come together really quickly, and I see the possibility for mistakes and misunderstanding. Therefore, if I was representing the token holder, I'd like to have a better legal foundation with more explicit legal terms on what the rules are for this smart contract. I teach a 5-day course at the SANS Institute. The name of that course is Legal 523, The Law of Data Security and Investigations. You can learn more about that at sans.org. You can also learn more about me and my practice of law at benjaminwright.us. Here in this video, I've given some ideas that can help to address legal compliance or legal risk. Obviously, through this video, I'm not your lawyer, and if you need legal advice, you need to go hire a lawyer to give you specific legal advice. This video is only for public education.